Hey, Big Rich here. So I get asked a lot of questions from my mom, and some from my kids, but they're pretty good. I think I'm a tech savvy dude, so at least on some things. And today we're just going to talk about a simple thing on iPads or iPhones, and it's what are the buttons for? Pretty simple, I know. So the power button. Power buttons, the rectangular one, usually on the top. This is an iPad mini, I don't know, a couple generations ago. Power button on the top. And I think this is an iPad Air. Same thing, got the power button on the top. Press it once, the iPad comes on. Press it, the iPad comes on. So when the iPad's on, this round button in the middle is the home button. You get the home screen. You can scroll by sliding your fingers on the home screen and see the apps, right? And once you get to the left, right, I don't know what Apple calls that, but you can press the home button, take you back to the home. If you're in an app, and let's just go into something, we'll go into our mail. So if you're in an app and you press the home button, the round button on the front, Mom, that there, home button, right? This is the screen of all the apps that you see. Same thing on the iPad Air, same thing on the iPhone, right? Home button. On the side are the buttons for volume up, volume down. And there's a lock button, so you can lock the screen, the rotation, and you can set this. So there's the two buttons on the side are volume up, volume down. Again, same thing, iPad mini. If you pull out an iPhone, you'll see the same thing. I think they're on the opposite side on an iPhone. On an iPhone, you can actually use the volume button to take a picture on the selfie mode or not. So there's some multi-use of the buttons. If you press and hold the power button all the way down for a couple seconds, it prompts you power off or not, slide to power off. So if your iPhone or iPad is ever locked up, you can press and hold that button, slide it to power off all the way, and it will power off your device, right? So that takes all the software, takes it out of the micro, kind of says, let's restart. No different than powering down your computer, right? So iPads and iPhones are basically computers. And every now and again, software gets stuck up. Sometimes you really want to power them all the way off and power them back on. That'll also close out all the apps that you might have running and didn't know you had going on in the background. So I'm pressing the top button again to power it back on. You see the Apple logo. Eventually you'll get your password screen and your device is powered back on. So those are the buttons on the outside of the iPad, right? You got the power button on the top, the volume controls on one of the two sides. There's a slider for a lock when you have an iPad to lock the screen in horizontal or portrait mode. And then you've got the home button. So hope that helps. That's the sitch with Big Rich. Make sure to subscribe and watch my other videos.